Hello fellow farmers, welcome to Frenat Farms. Today we are going to look at the best time to plant your maize. The best time to plant your maize. We have Showbouy here who is going to help us with this discussion. Over to you, Showbouy.
Yo, thank you viewers for watching us. Look at the crop at the market. We see that the demand for maize is very, very high simply because everybody eats maize. So schools, food vendors, individual, and for that matter, there will be a pressure on the maize at the market. So when the demand is high, the price will also go high. And for that matter, high cost of feeding or high cost of maize at the market. So we are going to look at how we can able to meet the good price, how we can go into maize farm and make good prices from it. If you manage it very well, plant very well, you can have 3 seasons in a year. If you plant very well, you can have 3 times in a year without the irrigation. Without the irrigation. So without the irrigation, you can plant 3 times a year. We have the early stage of maize production, early stage. So the early stage starts from December. The early stage, you can start from 1st or 2nd week of December. By March, then you start harvesting your first maize. Either you are going to harvest at the fresh stage or the dry stage. So that's the early one. That one, you cannot plant it any land that you want. We plant that one where the land is marshy area or a place where the land is very, very moist. So that's the time, the period we can do the early stage of maize production. So when your land is waterlogged areas, so you can start planting them by December. 1st week or 2nd week of December, your maize should be in the soil. So by March, then you start harvesting your first maize. That's the early stage of maize production. And we have the 2nd stage. That one starts from April. That one will also depend upon the rain. That is the main one. And that's the main one. In Ghana here, we have the 2 seasons, the main and the minor. And the early stage is all depend upon your choice. It all depends upon your choice. If you want early one, then you start by December. So December, you finish with that one. So the early stage that starts from April. 2nd week of April, you should start planting the 2nd week of April. Then that's the main one. So by August, July, August, that one will also be ready. And the last one in the season is the September one. So we plant that one here. We call it obese. So we plant that one in September, and by December that one will also be ready. So we have the 3 seasons. The early stage here we call it Ebrokan. Ebrokan, that is the local name for it. Ebrokan, meaning that's the time we start our maize. During that time, that's Ebrokan, early stage. And we have the main one and the 3rd one, that's the September one. So during at this stage, you see, it will help you to get maize throughout the year. Yes, as of now, if you come and see my maize, I have now. You open your mouth. Wow, Showbouy. You see, at this one in Besse, I have that one there. You see, this is the broken that I've done now. Yeah, this is the broken. So the broken one, by March, it will be ready. Yes, March, it will be ready for harvesting. And this one, we don't allow it to dry. No. The broken one, the only advantage about the broken is that we don't even allow that one to dry. We sell at the first stage.
Any reasons for that?
Yes, the reason for that is As you see, the first one, there's more money
Okay.
in the first one. The 100, last year 100 was 300 Ghana cedi. 100, the first one. The 100 was 300 Ghana cedi. So if you're able to do it in December, even if you have 1 acre and you're able to do it in lines, and do it very well, and you sell them in flesh. Because the woman who has been selling, some cook and some roast it. That's the time they also make money out of it. So if it is early stage, because you don't have much at the market during that time, because March, nobody will have started planting maize.
Okay.
March, April, that one, maize will not be ready at that time. But if you do the early stage, that's the December, by March, it will be ready for market. So when it is ready, because only few people can plant maize at that time. Only those who have marshy areas, waterlogged areas, those are the people they can plant at that places. But if your land is not waterlogged area, you cannot plant that one over there. So the few people who will be able to plant during December, January, that way, you are going to get enough money. That is why we do harvest that one at the first stage. And the first stage, you get more money. And the work, we don't have much work, because when it is ready for market, they will just come and harvest it and go. You take your money, but when you allow it to dry, you have to hire worker to harvest it for you, aboboya or tricycle to take it to your house for you. You see, you have to store them. If you don't store it very well, it will spoil. So me, when I started farming, I've never store my maize during the early stage. That's the December one.
Okay.
Yes, since I started almost 15 years now, I just harvested in the first stage. So the first stage is the best. You can get more money from it. When you apply, you get enough food, enough maize to sell. Because now, if you have maize, we have because here in our area here, we don't have much maize here. We go to Edula, the Chimay, and bring maize here. So if you can able to apply all those things, and you are going to get more maize and sell to the market, because the more you have more maize, the more you have money. The more you have money. So let's try and adopt some strategy that can boost our income level. Yes, let's adopt strategy, because though our fathers were good in agriculture farming, but the technologies were not there at that time. And for that matter, it was one way. It was one way. But nowadays, if we have, we can even detect to know when it will rain. So all this will help us to do our farming to boost production or increase, because the more you boost production, the more you also get money. So let's apply some simple techniques that will help us to go or get more money from our farming. So that is what we can also do to increase our yield or our income in agriculture.
Okay. Now let's talk about the price rise in maize. When you go to the market, before this time, one bowl of the small maize used to cost 45 cedis, 50 cedis, but now it has shot up to 70 cedis. Can you tell us why the price has risen to that level?
Yeah, you see, when the demand is high and the supply is low, it means that there will be a pressure on the maize, and for that matter, we will increase the prices. Looking at our maize production level, Edula and the North, they produce the highest maize to supply the nation. But last year, the weather condition didn't favor them, and for that matter, production was less. So when the production is less and demand is high, then the price will shoot up or goes up. So now, even now, the rubber is about 80 cedis, 70 to 80 cedis now. We have not reached anywhere. This is now February. If not reach anywhere, we get to March, April, May, and the price will continue to shoot up until new maize comes. Until new maize comes, and the new maize will start from April, because that's where the rain will start fall.
Okay.
So we are going to depend a few maize on the market. We are going to depend on that. And look at the number of maize bags we supply in a day. So the price of maize will keep increasing.
Okay.
So when it keep increasing, the price demand for it will be very high, and the price will also increase. So I urge the farmers to adopt simple techniques. If you have a marshy area or waterlogged areas, let's try that one. Because the north, we don't have the waterlogged area land over there. They do the irrigation. So if all the rivers over there dry up, what are they going to depend on to get source of water to irrigate their maize or their crop? So it means that we are all waiting for a rain to fall before we can plant maize. So if we are all depend on this, meaning the demand for the maize will go high and the price will also shoot up. The price will also shoot up. So me myself, I will not wait for the rainfall start before I plant my maize. I've started mine, and the April to I'll start another one, and the September to I'll start mine. So those who have marshy area, water area, let's adopt that strategy, and we are going to get more money from the maize production. Among the three period or the three times you can plant maize, as I said it earlier, the one which you can get more money is the early one. That's the December one. So the December one, you can get more money from it because the cost of that one is not as much as the second and the third one. And let me also emphasize that before you start with the early one, you have to start it early. By December, January, you should plant that one because at that time, the place should be a water areas. So if you don't plant it early and the rain starts, it's going to destroy them, destroy all the farm. So if you have plans to do the early maize production, start early by December, January. Just start that one, so that by April, by March, April, you finish harvesting your first one and start with the second one.
So if I understood you very well, this one is for farmers who have water or moist land.
Moist land.
Okay.
So this even when I dig the soil now, you see there's a water there.
Yes. Let's see.
There's a water there. You see? Look.
Yeah.
Very, very moist.
Very moist. Okay.
Very moist. Very moist. So it means that this is the best time to plant this one. This is the best time. December, January, just about March, it will be ready. And this one, you don't allow it to dry, but sell it at the fresh stage. Sell at the fresh stage. Because at the first stage, you get more money.
Yeah.
Because just 1.5 acre here, I have here, I can get about 2,000 or 2,500 pieces of maize.
Okay.
And the 100, you can get about 300 cedis or 250 cedis.
Okay.
You can get about 200 cedis or 300. So just look at that one. And when it matured, just harvest it fresh stage and get your money and go. Yeah, fresh and go.
Yeah.
That is why I prefer early stage of the production.
Okay.
Because early stage, only few people can go into that. So let's adopt this strategy. Even if this season you are not able to plan about the next season. Okay. That's the December one. Okay. That would be best for you.
Okay.
So
thank you very much.
The viewers, this is the techniques in increasing maize production and increasing your income level in agriculture.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you too very much, Showbouy. Guys, you've heard everything yourself. You plant at the early stage and you make the best out of it. So he has planted his now because he has okra here. He planted it in February so that the okra and the maize wouldn't start growing at the same time. By my next visit, you see that the maize has grown taller than this. So I'll end the video here. We are going to talk about the best type of okra to plant for more money, to make more money. So stay tuned and subscribe to Frenat Farms. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.